field position game right now.
Yeah, right now, coming out in the second half, they have a favorable field position. But not just field position, but in any sport right now, it's all about momentum. Punahou right now has the momentum swaying their way, so let's see if defensively they can carry that over.
You see Delora here. It would be a handoff here to Ko'ohu, Kamakavivo Ole, and he is bottled up. A host of white shirts in the backfield there. Pick a number. They probably got involved in the tackle there for Punahou.
Yeah, and Punahou, what they've been doing all night is they are great open field tacklers. Here in space, they're able to hold on, wrap up, but man, as a unit, they converge on that ball really good.
All right, looks like Punahou player is down there probably trying to work out a cramp here. So with 7:02 left here in quarter three. Let's see what he does here. And, you know, a lot to talk about here, folks. Again, if St. Louis wins, they're going to have a pretty lengthy break until their matchup against Mililani in a couple weeks here at Aloha Stadium. Again, if Punahou wins, we're going to do this all over again next week, Friday, for everything. And, Coach, your thoughts. Tell us about the psyche of Punahou, first of all. This is a team, in their mind, they got to win 2 games in 7 days against a team with a 35-game win streak.
Yeah, but as you mentioned, Ryan, their psyche is they can play with St. Louis, and they showed that in the first game. So I think you have to build off of that we had St. Louis going into halftime. We had them going into the fourth quarter. So we can play with St. Louis. And if you coach Ane, you're just thinking one game at a time. Let's not worry about next week. Let's take care of business tonight.
So much numbers and history going against Punahou and Kaleane. We'll get to those numbers later in the broadcast. Delora here finds Wilson. And Wilson, a lot of jostling, a lot of hand fighting, and no flags that I see. Must have been some awesome coverage there downfield. Eli Thompson, number 5, a linebacker giving chase to the Hawaii Sprint champion.
Yeah, and this is no easy task for Eli Thompson. I mean, he's going against the fastest receiver, fastest man in the state of Hawaii right now in Wilson, and breaking up that for a big play.
Amazing. For Eli, I think he better put that on the highlight reel. He would step to step with a 10-6 100 guy as Delora fumbling the snap here. And he is ankle tackled down to the ground, a big-time sack. Another tackle for loss for Xander Manuel, the 6'1", 200-pound senior. Big-time spot there for Xander.
And right now, Punahou is playing off of great momentum. Snap wasn't good, but coverage was great down. What I notice about Punahou and their defensive scheme is they're staying in their lanes, they're staying disciplined, and you have to do that against a quarterback that's mobile like Delora. So let's see if Punahou can take advantage of this momentum and this stop once again. Going back to field position. Look like they're going to get great field position once again.
And let's see what St. Louis does here. Almost blocked. And it's going to be a one-hopper to Terrell. Terrell 40, Terrell 35. No penalty flag detected. And now the Buff and Blue down 7. They already got a score here in quarter 3. And now knocking on the door with their best field position tonight.
Yeah, what a great return by Terrell. Looks like right now, if Terrell can get his hands on the ball, he will take it. He wants to make plays, and so he's putting Punahou in a great position right now on St. Louis's 34-yard line.
And again, we have another Punahou player there gain. Well, actually, he may have 2 cramps there, but we're going to take an injury timeout ourselves. 5:53 left here from Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union Field at Aloha Stadium. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back here. Ryan Nagano, Coach Sterling Carvalho, and Hio Pele Sasa bringing to you second half action of this ILH playoff matchup. Again, just to reiterate, Punahou needs to win tonight in order to have a rematch against St. Louis to be the lone ILH representative in the D1 Open State Tournament. Sangapolutele finds Kiana Karas on the seam inside the 10. First down, Punahou.
What a throw coming off of that injury timeout. It was on a laser, a little seam route. That's probably one of the hardest, throws to make. You have to clear the linebacker in front of the safety. And I mean, he just threw it on a line.
Yo, you got to like this momentum here from Punahou, no doubt about it.
Yeah, Punahou, man. You see Kairos, man, it's like you said, it's not the size of the dog, it's the fight inside of the dog, right?
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what he's doing tonight.
And speaking of size does not matter, that is Vincent Terrell at 5'8", 160, squeezing in a couple tacklers down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. Botello with another tackle for St. Louis.
Yeah, nice little zone play here, inside zone. I mean, with Botello and Terrell, two of the best athletes here in the state, they're going at it.
Jordan Botello verbally committing to Notre Dame several months ago. Could be the best linebacker ever generated out of the 808. Sangapolutele ad-libbing. Now he's going to step up into the pocket, and he is brought down at the 5.
And it looks like Kairos there, Ryan, kind of pissed off there. He was wide open in the backfield. But, Sangapolutele has to do what he does, trying to escape those defenders. Look at it right here. Look at downfield with the 25 right there. He was just wide open. He was just jumping up and down and say, hey, here I am.
Yep. 2 hands up in the air. Whole stretch of green around him. That could be the universal sign of, come on, man. That was open. Sangapolutele here. And did he catch that?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. What a touchdown. That was a tight window, and it's Kiana Karas again, or no, that's Eldridge.
Eldridge.
Punahou a point away from tying it. What a game, folks.
I mean, what a throw. I mean, in the tightest of windows, for a quarterback kind of fading, rolling to his left to throw it right in. Oh, what a throw. Literally right behind the St. Louis linebacker. The linebacker didn't even see it.
You couldn't even do it any better on Madden, I'll tell you that much, as Moretsky puts it through. 4:12 left here in quarter 3. We are all tied up here at Aloha Stadium. St. Louis 14, Punahou 14. We'll be right back. This is Stadium Star Sports.
Now there's a technology that's lighting the way to a new mortgage for people all across Hawaii. Introducing Simplify Mortgage by Bank of Hawaii, Hawaii's leading lender. Simplify Mortgage by Bank of Hawaii lets you apply for a home loan anytime from any device, making the mortgage and refi process faster and easier. Or work hand in hand with the loan experts from Hawaii's #1 mortgage team. So put the power of choice and control in your hands. Simplify Mortgage by Bank of Hawaii. Welcome to tomorrow.
All right, and we're back here. Coach, let's take us through that replay of a great pass.
Yeah, it was just a simple, what we call a little 221 kind of route, little slants coming in, one going on the outside, and it just caught Eldridge. Usually he plays on the outside, but as you can see, he was in the slot. So you kind of want to move around your best player, try and get him different looks, put him at different advantages. And right now in the slot, it was just an easy slant route. But what a catch, what a throw.
Well, Eldridge last year as one of the leading receivers for Punahou, he was in the slot. Of course, when you had Les Falatea on the outside, it was there's not much places to be put in on that receiving core. But again, that's a good point there, Coach. Punahou, they seem to do really well at this over the years in the Kaleane. Big games, they use their best athletes, put them in big positions.
Yeah, right now, St. Louis, all they have to do is just settle down. They have the players, they have the scheme, they have the coaches. So now just got to settle down and execute.
And this, another Moretsky kickoff into the end zone. So again, for the third time here in the second half, St. Louis will have to start from their own 20-yard line. They have not encroached into Punahou territory so far in the third quarter. Hio, what are your thoughts here? What does St. Louis need to do here to get off the schneid to regain that momentum that they had in the first half?
Well, it's kind of hard to, to get their mindset up because they thought at the beginning that they're not going to be caught, by Punahou. But so now they just gonna have to, regather their thoughts and get the plays going and execute it the right way.
So let's see if Delora here has time. Bounces to the outside. Manuel giving chase. Matautia giving chase. Still on his feet. Pump fake. This play is extending and is caught by Nishigaya. They're going to rule it a catch. Past the yard marker. 11 yards for the first down. And now Nishigaya here. He's cramping up perhaps.
Yeah, but look like he's holding not just a cramp, but like his right leg right now. But Delora with his arm, with his legs, extending the play. But give credit to St. Louis and their receivers. It's what we call the scramble drill. If you're short, go deep. If you're deep, come short. Roll with the quarterback. Good job with Nishigaya.
For another first Hawaiian Bank first down. And Nishigaya here is able to come off the field under his own power. And for a juggernaut like St. Louis, an offensive powerhouse spanning 3 decades, maybe 4 decades, it's almost plug and play with these slot backs and receivers. But Nishigaya could be one of the biggest of them all. Coming into this contest, 836 yards and 8 touchdowns. He's going to be very hard to replace. But Coach, St. Louis was in trouble. They somehow get out of it, and the drive continues here. How big is that for St. Louis?
That was huge, They needed something. They needed momentum, and that's what they got, getting the initial first down. Hopefully they can get the tempo and the rhythm going once again.
Taliulu there with the carry. Gets a couple. And we'll check it out here on the replay.
Yeah, and here tempers are flaring, It's been high intensity, emotions on both sides of the ball. So now both sides just, doing a good job in playing hard football. I know a lot is on the line. Everybody knows it.
Alexander Manuel again with another tackle here tonight. Second down, Delora will throw the bubble here to Nishigaya again. Oh no, that is Prince Solomon, number 10 here. Nishigaya's replacement, and he's a yard shy of the first down. Alaka'i Gilman with the tackle.
Yeah, here it's just a simple, fake the inside zone, run a little RPO action right there. So St. Louis being a little creative here.
2:47 left here in the third quarter. Again, we are tied at 14. Punahou 14 unanswered here in this frame. Delora on 3rd down and 1 here. He will throw. Facing pressure, and Solomon there never looked back for the ball. There was some jostling between Solomon and Gilman, but it is going to be 4th down, and you have to believe, is St. Louis going to go for it? No, they're going to bring the punting unit here on 4th and 1.
Yeah, and no offense to Solomon. I know he's a great football player too, but that's Nishigaya's route. I mean, it's hard to replace someone at like his caliber. But Gilman, hats off to him. He was right there on coverage, spot on.
Gilman, the Wazoo commit. Here as Tufonga had all day here to punt this one away. Of course, there'll be no return, and it's going to take a very favorable Crusader bounce. Into the 25, still rolling down to the 22-yard line. 38-yard punt, no return here for the Crusaders. Now Punahou here with the ball. 2:16 left here in quarter 3. Again, we talked about this off camera, in which it seemed like the game was 28-0, except the scoreboard reflected 14-0. St. Louis had everything going their way. Now Punahou, they're, maybe a few plays away from taking the lead.
Yeah, and the momentum is on their side. And you mentioned it earlier, Ryan. I mean, we're 10 minutes into the quarter. St. Louis hasn't even crossed over to Punahou's territory yet.
Very interesting. As Botello here on the blitz, it's Terrell. Terrell will get 3 here on this first down carry, and You know, we did a couple games already, Coach, with Vincent Terrell. As you take a good look at Stanley McKenzie there, number 94. Terrell started as a sophomore, as a third down back, backing up people like Sitaveni Kaufusi and company. But now he's an every down back. Tell about the maturation of Vincent Terrell.
I mean, the maturation is there, but just how much bigger he is this year from last year physically. And that is apparent in his running and catching.
Kiana Karis there steps out of bounds. He will probably gain nothing on that play. As you see, Harvey Welch again in coverage.
Yeah, and that's a very hard throw, probably the hardest throw in football for a quarterback. The deep out here. I mean, the ball went a long way for no gain.
Well, a minute 38 seconds left here. Third down and 7. If you're a St. Louis fan, you may be looking towards this play here as the pivotal play. Trying to stop St. Louis. Or it's trying to stop Punahou, excuse me. They need to get to the 32-yard line to sustain the drive. Quad set, top of the screen. Sagapolutele runs out of time, and that ball is deflected. Again, Stanley McKenzie. Again, big-time play there for the defensive tackle.
Yeah, good job by McKenzie. Once again, great penetration, but as all defensive linemen are taught, you can't get to the quarterback, put your hands up. And the big pause of McKenzie was right in Sagaputele's face, knocked it down. Good stop by Punahou, exactly what they needed. Punahou had all the momentum going. Finally, St. Louis steps up and says, you know what, we are the defending 3-time state champs. Here we go.
Well, Vincent Terrell will receive the punt here. Rugby-style kick. It's high. It may not go far. They're going to have to count on the bounce. And it would not take a good bounce there as we will start things off on the 46-yard line. So a minute 22 seconds left here in quarter 3. We're going to take a break here from Aloha Stadium. A lot of drama, a lot of things to unwind here. We'll be right back here from Aloha Stadium. All right, and we're back here from Aloha Stadium. 1 minute, 22 seconds left here in quarter 3, and we're all tied up at 14. And gentlemen, we talked about inside the numbers, a lot of history, a lot of numbers going against Kaleane. In this decade here, Punahou losing to St. Louis here. They've won 9, but they lost 11. And Kaleane 4-17 all time against Cowley. But Coach Carvalho, sometimes when you get into these elimination games or games with a lot at stake, maybe stats, you can throw that out the window sometimes.
Yeah, you know, rivalry games, back against the wall. Yeah, numbers are out. Emotions are high. They're coming out really good this second half. It's probably the best field position for St. Louis right now in this half.
No doubt about it. They are a few yards shy of the midfield line here. Delora gonna look left, fires it to Nishigaya, and finally they get into Punahou territory. DJ Utu with another tackle, and he's gonna get around 6. Ball now at the 48-yard line, and now they're not gonna go in a huddle. They're gonna go with a check with me scheme here, looking towards the sidelines. Coach, what do you think about this strategy now, trying to ramp up tempo?
Yeah, you know, they need to get into St. Louis rhythm, St. Louis tempo. So the good news is that Nishigaya, we see, is out there back in a slot.
It's going to be Taliulu there. And Taliulu gained the hard yards. He is stood up by Utu. Stood up by the free Saranaman. Matautia. Maybe half of Punahou trying to prevent Taliulu, but it is another St. Louis first down. Heel, finally, St. Louis is in Punahou territory. What do you make of that?
You know, I guess they just got to keep the drive. You know, as Taliulu was trying his best to gain those yards, but Punahou was quick at the to make that stop.
No doubt about it, and you know, Coach alluded to this throughout the whole game that Punahou has pretty much 11 playmakers. They're all around the same size. 5'11", 6 feet, maybe 210 pounds. All 11, they can fly to the ball. Delora, first down and 10 here. 15 seconds left here. This is the final play of quarter 3. Delora looking to take a downfield shot. It finds Sykes. 30, 25, reverses field. 20, 15, upended out of bounds at the Punahou 12-yard line. 4 seconds left here in quarter 3. First down, and now St. Louis is in business here.
Yeah, here is a great isolation with trips to the right. Sykes all by himself on an island to the left. And so nice catch, run. Sykes just shows not just he's big, but he's also fast and elusive.
Yeah, he got really quick hips there. Kilinahi Jensen, 6'2", 150 pounds, couldn't turn the hips in time there, and Sykes was able to get more yardage. Delora looking towards Sykes. Now he's going to take off and run. 10-5, blocked downfield, and hop, skip, and a jump in the end zone. Touchdown, St. Louis.
Yeah, that was that same play in which they made their first touchdown on. The little quarterback ISO draw here. Run to perfection. Looked like that's Ron Lee's go-to play here in the red zone this evening. So we see here, we had trips to the right. He just comes back. You know, running back leads up, lead blocker, but he didn't have to block nobody. Delora's so quick and fast.
And Leison Lapu'unoa looking to put the conversion through here. And this kick goes through the uprights. St. Louis, 35 games in a row here, spanning 3 seasons. They reassert themselves as you see the score, 21-14 here. We are done with 3 quarters. We will be right back here from Aloha Stadium. All right, football fans, put those 4s up in the air here. We're heading towards the final frame here. Ryan Nagano, Coach Sterling Carvalho for the OI champion Kahuku Red Raiders. Hio Pelesasa bringing to you second half action. Hio, tell me what is going through the mind of the Punahou players now. It seemed like everything was going their way in quarter 3, and St. Louis doing St. Louis things, getting that score here to put themselves back up into the lead at the end of 3.
Yeah, given the scores, Ryan, right now, and just like what Kaleane, told the players like their last game, they have it in them. They just got to put their whole trust in each other and just continue to drive that ball forward. With the offensive side of things, they're doing really good, but the defense needs to step up with their game.
Well, let's see how they respond here as it's a high, short kick. It's going to take a bounce. Terrell picks it up. Terrell has room. Terrell crossing midfield. Lapu'unoa provides a roadblock at midfield, and Punahou, talking about momentum here, they find themselves in a really good position as Kamoi Latu also there on the stop.
Yeah, here, I mean, Terrell is just an electric player. Anytime he touches the ball, I mean, anything can happen with this young man. And so what does he do? He answered the call to St. Louis, now putting Punahou in great field position. But going back to St. Louis, that's what championship teams do. When you think the momentum is going to the other team, they answered right back nonchalantly. Now they're up 21-14. Now we see what the defense can do.
Once again, St. Louis is looking for 36 in a row here. Last time Punahou has beat St. Louis, it was September 29, 2016. It's going to be Kanakaris there with Eldridge blocking downfield. He will get a couple And, Coach, it's almost like an extended running play there for Punahou, trying to maintain the drive.
Yeah, and, you know, St. Louis has a lot of big boys there in the box. Get the ball out. It's almost like an extended sweep, an extended handoff to the outside. But Jared Welch not only taking on a double team, also making a tackle. So what a great defensive play on his part.
No doubt about that. They're going to credit 4, actually, on that play. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. From the pistol, the freshman, John Keave Sangopolutele. Terrell, lone setback. They're going to throw. They're going to go for the fade with Eldridge. And Cox did well there. Also, St. Louis using the sideline as their friend, and Eldridge didn't really have a chance to garner that ball.
Yeah, and if you notice, I mean, they know that Eldridge is their playmaker. They had one low, one high on them. I mean, they had number 52, the outside linebacker for St. Louis, La'akea Lewis playing the under, and then we had Cox over the top. I mean, you have to take away the best playmaker, and that's what they're doing defensively for St. Louis.
And then also, you know, with number 5, Alexander, A.J. Bianco there with the pressure, you know, for that pass to be completed.
Yep. And on that defense, there was Masaniai there with the stop. Masaniai almost got to Sangopolutele again as Eldridge climbing the ladder there. And they're going to give it a catch right in front of the disapproving eyes of Cal Lee there. Brian Cox there with the stop.
What's surprising to me here, watching the replay, is they didn't give him his forward progress. I mean, Eldridge looks like he catches the ball. He comes down right there on the line. But when he made the tackle, he was driven back. I thought he caught the ball on the 40. Now they're marking it at the 41.
Well, it looks like Punahou, they're going to go with the power package. Matautia, Kia, they're all in the game. They're going to go full house. 5 seconds on the play clock. Here, and it is stuffed. Access denied. St. Louis with a 7-point lead with a key stop there.
Yeah, what a key stop there for St. Louis. You know, they had the big boys up there. Good call. I like the call by Punahou. They're right down there. But, man, what a stop. Big number 90 for St. Louis. Siamani making the stop right there. Oh, no, sorry about that. That was the St. Louis. Anthony Sangopolutele. They're making a stop. What a stop by St. Louis.
6 feet, 234-pound junior. You have to think Punahou brought in the power package. They rushed onto the field. I don't think they were set. St. Louis answered the call there. From the 43-yard line is Delora. And they're going to right option here. And Delora escapes one tackle. Penalty flag thrown late as Matautia gives Delora a push out of bounds. This may be coming back. And how big a penalty would this be here, Coach? St. Louis looked like they were going to go for the kill here on this drive, but a penalty could set them back.
Yes, it could.
Holding.
Here's the call.
Offense number 75. Canine penalty from the fall. First down.
So it'll still be first down here, and so it's going to be 1st and 20 there, and a big holding penalty against the center, Rod DuPont.
Yeah, big blow by St. Louis, but we know this explosive offense. They can get back those 10 yards easily.
No doubt about that. From the 33, 1st down and 20. Delora here looking left, and he is sacked. Andrew Kananiko, the inside linebacker. He came in free and is able to pin Delora back even further.
Yeah, what a great defensive play there. I mean, splitting not only just a tackle, but outrunning the running back who's helping in protection. I mean, that's what Punahou defense is. They're not big in size, but they're nice, fast, and athletic.
Yeah, he went right around Kalen Ellis. And Kalen Ellis last week was wearing a cast on his, I believe, or not last week, but a couple weeks back in the White Knight game. I wonder if that's affecting him still yet. 2nd and 30. And it's going to be Delora running for his life, and his legend Matautia tracks him down after a minimal gain. And now you can kind of see the momentum maybe swinging back with Punahou on this one.
Yeah, and that's very impressive of legend Matautia. At 6 feet, 240 pounds, he's able to run down Delora. If you look here at the replay, I mean, Delora is not an easy quarterback to tackle. He's so fast and elusive. But Montatia, he just tracks him down. I mean, very impressive there.
Remember, Montatia was a defensive lineman last year, but he has the wheels and the smarts to play that inside linebacker position. It's 3rd and forever now. Delora looks downfield, finds the Michigan verbal commit, Robin Wilson. And Wilson even makes negative yards exciting as Punahou Kia got a bit of the face mask.
Yeah, and it looked like also, you know, one of the Punahou defenders came in, lowered his head, might be helmet to helmet there, what I saw. Unfortunate for Punahou, if that is the call.
The infraction was at the 40-yard line. If indeed it's a 50-yard infraction, this could be a first down for St. Louis.
No flag on the play for illegal helmet contact. Player's elevation has changed. 4th down.
Hold the phone, folks. Robert Victor waving the flag. Let's check it out here, folks.
Here, a nice little deep out. They was probably conceding playing field position here. Wilson doing all he can. Well, I guess they said that he maybe did come with the hit, but he didn't hit it. So, hit his own player.
Oh, tough call there as Tufanga forced to punt a squibbler. And Terrell there, under duress, able to pick it up on a hop at the 28-yard line. And Punahou with 9:26 left here in regulation, looking to get the tying score at least.
Yeah, and Terrell, I mean, what a gutsy little player right there. I mean, he's willing to put himself on the line and his body on the line rather than give up an additional, you know, 2 to 5 yards that the ball might have rolled down to.
You know, we talked about the first game of the season, 25-19. You know, St. Louis was able to come out on top, but history shows that when these two teams strap it up, the deficits are usually lopsided and usually in the favor of St. Louis. So Punahou in the rearview mirror of St. Louis right now, down 7. 9:26 left. Sangapolutele finds Eldridge all by himself. 35, makes a move, stiff arm past Cox, down to the 39, maybe the 40. Depending on the spot. Yes, that is enough for the first down. Gain of 11.
Yeah, Eldridge is such a tough athlete, tough runner. He's a competitor. BYU is getting a great athlete, not just a football athlete, but also a two-sport athlete in baseball as well. This shows his toughness all the way around.
And you got that Eldridge surname. He has to be a star on the diamond. I'm sure of that. 9:04 left and counting down here. Sangapolutele, 9 seconds on the play clock here, surveying the field. Throws downfield, almost a one-handed catch there by Moku Danso Evans. It's going to be incomplete. And that's the first target for Danso Evans here in the whole second half.
Yeah, and they're trying to take advantage of the aggressive linebackers of St. Louis, especially over the middle, knowing that they come almost every time. But Mason Tufanga just holding his ground just enough, lengthy enough to stick his arms out, making it difficult, having the quarterback having to throw it behind.
Yeah, you're right about that. Every single inch of the 6'1", 180-pound frame from Mason Tufanga, a junior this year. And then finds, I believe that's Danso Evans again there, out into the flat. And they're going to spot it at the 44.
Yeah, it's a simple inside zone read with an RPO bubble to the outside on the right there. Playing his numbers, just put it right out. 2 defenders blocking 1. Danso Evans trying to get as much as he can, making it a manageable third down play for Punahou.
Clock now at 8:25 left here. 15 seconds on the play clock as finally the Buff and Blue break the huddle. 4 receivers again from the pistol. Sangapolutele calling to attention here. Terrell, lone setback. Sangapolutele throws. Eldridge wide open midfield. Gets past 1 man. And it takes 2 more to bring him down. And now some shenanigans here. Kamoy Latu here. I don't know if he was trying to take a charge. And no penalty flags, but things are getting chippy fast. Cal Lee palms upward looking at the officials. Let's check it out here.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, great catch, great run. Eldridge knowing where the first down is. And one thing I like about Eldridge, he's a north and south runner. He takes what he's given and he goes for it.
First down and 10 as we're under 8 minutes here. It's going to be Terrell. Terrell bounce left side, bounce right side. Penalty flag thrown as Terrell still on his feet. Still on speed, he's gonna break away. Past the 30, 25-20. Oh boy, probably the most electrifying runner in a long time, but this may be coming back. Penalty flag was thrown, and the initial call for Robert Victor is indeed holding.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Tyrell. I mean, if we remember the first half, he had a long touchdown run called back by the hold. Unfortunate, another big run called back because of holding.
Yeah, here's the call from Robert Victor, who has been very busy here in this contest.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the offense. Holding. Offense number 71. That penalty is declined. Holding. Offense number 70. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Okay, so it's going to be 2 holding penalties. They decline one, accept the other. Let's check it out here.
Yeah, so here we have a holding call here, and I guess 2. So St. Louis took the one that will give them the most yards, not just 10 yards, but at the point of holding. So sets Punahou a little bit back here, kind of kills the momentum, but let's see how they come back from this.
First down and 21 here. 7:39 left here in the contest. Sagapolutele here throws short, finds Page. Page holds on to this, spins away from a tackle, and gets close to midfield, gets some of the negative yardage back, and it's still going to be around second and maybe 15.
Yeah, I like the call by Punahou and Leonard Lau on that one. You know, we have first and long. Let's just get back 10, get the penalty yards back. Now let's get back on track and move forward.
Hio, what do you think St. Louis is doing here? It looks like they're kind of getting Punahou under wraps, for the exception of a couple of Terrell runs.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, with they're tripling up their defense too. You know, as we can see with Cole Aldridge, you know, whenever the ball gets to him, you know, like there's always 3 people there. So they're doing really good with their defensively.
No doubt about that. Sagapolutele going single side there, and that pass is overthrown, intended for the streaking Christopher Page. Now it's going to be 3rd and long here with 7:27 left.
Yeah, and that was good coverage there by St. Louis. They was willing to give the short. If you look on both sides, Terrell was open here on this near side. I mean, this side of us here. Number 25 for Punahou. Kiaina Karis was also open in the flats, but he decided to take the long, in which it was double coverage. So right now, St. Louis is just playing coverage. Hey, we're up by 7:27 left. You guys have to come and get to us.
Kiana Karis is in motion here. 3rd down and 14. They need to get down to the Punahou 37, St. Louis 37-yard line, as Page unable to get a catch there towards the far sideline. And it's going to be punting time here for the Buff and Blue.
Yeah, what a stop by St. Louis there. I think it was a call in which Punahou was thinking, let's get 10 and maybe go for it on 4th down. That's kind of what was the thinking of Punahou probably at that time, but now, unfortunately, because of the incomplete, they have to punt it away.
Yep, looks like they're going to have to play that field position game, and this punt could be pretty critical. This is a bad snap. Terrell gets it away, and it's going to check up here in favor of St. Louis. And with 7:13 left here, St. Louis still maintaining a 7-point lead. We'll be right back here from Aloha Stadium. This is Stadium Stars Sports.
The University of Hawaii promotes sustainability in education and research across all its campuses. Electric vehicles are part of a greener, more sustainable future. Hawaiian Electric proudly donated an EV to the medical school and smart cars to 4 UH campuses, including Manoa, Hilo, Maui, and West Oahu. Together, we'll reduce our carbon footprint and achieve Hawaii's 100% renewable energy goal. Hawaiian Electric, empowering you.
Honolulu Disposal Service has proudly served Hawaii since 1967. In the 50 years since then, Honolulu Disposal Service has grown from a 2-truck operation into the largest waste management and recycling operation in Hawaii. That growth has been possible not only by hard work and vision, but also by placing a great value on our employees. We're now looking for new personnel to help us grow into the next 50 years. If you want to join a long-time locally owned and operated company, call 845-7581 or visit us online today.
All right, and we're back here at Aloha Stadium. Robert Victor trying to assess 2 penalty flags here. And Here's the call here from the head official.
The previous play, illegal participation on the defense, 12 men on the field, 15 yards from the previous spot. Results of the foul is going to be a first down.
A huge penalty there.
Yeah, illegal
getting the first
participation.
down.
I mean, 12 men on the field. It was 4th and 14. A 15-yard penalty gives Punahou life and an automatic first down.
Illegal participation. Wow. What a call in this critical juncture here. Giving Punahou new life here with 7:13 left here in regulation. Again, St. Louis nursing a 7-point lead. The game characterized by a tale of two halves almost. St. Louis dominating the first half. Punahou dominating much of the third quarter until St. Louis with a responding score. Punahou now with the ball on the Crusader 37-yard line. It's going to be Terrell. Terrell there, getting the hard yards on the inside. And you talk about the maturation of Vincent Terrell. You have seen it on that play.
Yeah, and he does play way bigger than his frame holds at 5'8", 160, able to pound with the biggest and the best of them here in St. Louis, but still pops up and he just keeps on going.
He hid behind that big offensive line there. Missy Tufanga couldn't find him. Laquia Lewis was able to ankle tackle him from behind. 2nd down and 5, and it's going to be swinging out to Kiana Karas. Has 2 blockers downfield. Penalty flag thrown. This could be a downfield block, illegal block on probably Kawhi Eldridge.
Yeah, maybe a hold. I mean, I can see all the St. Louis coaches pointing to the ref, holding, and you know, especially being on their sideline, you might get in the ear of the official. So we see here, it's a simple fake the inside zone, throw the bubble to the outside. Here we might have a hold. Yes, look like Uncle Eldridge there on Harvey
Holding
Welch.
offense, number 21. 10-yard penalty from the foul. 2nd down.
And indeed, that's the call from Robert Victor there. And now is going to be another long yardage situation. Punahou definitely has the capability here to get yards in big bunches, but sometimes they've been in these situations too much. It's hard to get out.
Yep, and then they're using their key players like Kyrus and then also with Vincent Terrell, you know, to keep this ball moving to get that first down again.
Yep, let's see if Terrell gets the ball. He does not. Sagapolutele, and almost chances for an interception. Kiana Karas trying to climb the ladder on that play. It's 3rd down and 11 now.
Yeah, and you got to think this is 4 down territory. They have 2 more downs to pick this up. So, you know, that's what Punahou is going and thinking about. Leonard Loud probably dialing up. We don't have to get 11 yards now. Let's just maybe get something positive and then definitely go for it on 4th down.
6:07 left here in the contest. Both teams still with 3 timeouts. It's going to be from the pistol. Now Terrell will empty out the backfield here. 4-man rush here for St. Louis. They get Sagapolu on the twist, and they drop him near midfield. Masaniai was there, and 4-man rush, but they got the twist, and they were able to get penetration.
Yeah, what a stop there by St. Louis and their defense. You know, giving them a first down, but nice twist, inside out. Good job on St. Louis.
Yep, no doubt about that here. So that changes the whole scope of the game here. 5:37 left, and now the punting unit back on. Terrell here standing at his own 38-yard line. Single return man back here for St. Louis. Penalty flag. They're going to blow this play dead.
False start. Offense 36 and 18. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
And the Buff and Blue going in reverse right now. A lot of these little mistakes, gentlemen, that's adding up to what could be a insurmountable deficit, even though it's 7 points. St. Louis here with the advantage and with the burden, so to speak, if they get a couple first downs. Terrell here waits to the last possible second, and it's a nice high punt. But it does not take the bounce that Punahou needs. In fact, it will take a St. Louis roll down to the 16-yard line. So a 32-yard kick, no return. 5:06 left. Hio, time running out here for Punahou. They need something big on defense here against St. Louis.
And, they're doing exact the same, like what the last play with Masaniai with that attack. They just need to continue, continue on with the defense. But the offense, with the Punahou,